Straight away, we're getting some breaking news. There seems to be another player who is throwing her hat into the ring, Penny Mordaunt, who used to be a former defense secretary. She's now saying that she is also in the running to be the leader of the Conservative Party and willing to take up the challenge to, quote-unquote, unite our country, deliver our pledges, and win the next general election. Sanjay Suri joining us live. Sanjay, so she did run in the last face-off that happened after Boris's exit. She was also one of the candidates, but didn't last too long in the race. Why does Penny Mordaunt feel that her chances this time around are better than what it was a couple of months ago?
Well, she would have a head start to enter the race to begin with, going by the election the last time round. She got 105 votes, 213 for Truss and 137 for Rishi Sunak. So if 100 is the threshold, as it is this time, she did cross it, so that would be an encouraging start. But in this race, we've had developments earlier today where Rishi Sunak has about 60 people, MPs supporting him, about the same as Boris Johnson. And this is a number that is based on public declarations of support. And going by this number, Penny Mordaunt has less than 20. It was, I think, 18 at the last count. She is way behind, but there has been some disquiet developing within the party since it emerged that the Rishi team and the Boris team have been in some sort of talks. People have been fearing a stitch-up, and there are many in the party who do not want to see Boris Johnson back. And to bust up that stitch-up, so to speak, Penny Mordaunt has clearly been encouraged to be a candidate. She did win a lot of support from the MPs. She would stand a fair chance of getting support from party members, were it to come to that in the second round. So there's a lot that is going on by way of politics, unsurprisingly. A lot of jostling, a lot of trying to feel their way around and see who can muster how much support.
And very quickly, I'm just curious about that point that you made. There's some kind of a tacit understanding, if you will, between the Sunak camp and the Boris camp. Because, you go back 6-8 weeks ago, Boris Johnson had reportedly publicly told his fellow MPs, anyone but Rishi. So what's changed between then and now?
Well, the situation has changed. A lot has changed since then. This is politics. We have to say, of course, that this is not a stitch-up that has been agreed or announced. What we do know is there have been talks between members of the team of Boris Johnson and Rishi Sunak. There seems to have been some exploration of that. Nothing agreed, nothing announced. But clearly, members of the parliament, politicians, are, let us say, an adaptable species, and given the new realities, people would be not at all disinclined to leave the past behind if they can build a political future for themselves now.
Okay, Sanjay Suri, we'll leave it at that. It's going to be fascinating. I guess by Monday or so, you'll get a fair idea of which of these 2 or 3 candidates has their nose ahead.